Have you ever wondered what secrets a house could hold within its walls? Picture this: a typical suburban house, nestled comfortably amid a sea of similar homes, each with its own story. To the casual observer, this house is no different from its neighbors. It's an ordinary home with an ordinary family. But beneath this facade of normality, a sense of unease pricks at your senses like a splinter under the skin. The house is silent save for the occasional creak of settling wood, the soft hush of wind rustling the trees outside. But then, just as you begin to relax, a strange occurrence. An object shifts on its own. A strange noise echoes in the dead of night. It sends a shiver down your spine, a chill that whispers of hidden dread lurking in the shadows. As the sun sets, the house transforms. The ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the mundane, terrifying. But as night falls, the true nature of the home begins to reveal itself. As the moon takes over the sky, the house begins to breathe a life of its own. The silence of the night is punctuated by soft, eerie whispers that seem to emanate from the walls themselves. You strain your ears, trying to make sense of the murmuring, but the words elude you. It's as if the house is speaking in a language all its own. Shadows dance in the corner of your eyes, fleeting and elusive. You blink, and they're gone. You tell yourself it's just a trick of the light, but the chill that creeps up your spine tells a different story. You're not alone. An inexplicable feeling of being watched seizes you. An unseen gaze, heavy and persistent, presses down on you. The air around you thickens, the tension palpable. It's a game of hide and seek, and you're the one being sought. And just when you think it's all in your head, the unseen dwellers make their presence known. The walls close in, the air chills, and an icy fear grips your heart. This is no ordinary fear, but a primal terror that seizes your very soul. You feel a presence, an entity, the unseen dwellers of the house. They are everywhere, yet nowhere. You try to convince yourself that it's just your imagination playing tricks, but the cold, hard reality is far more terrifying. The air grows dense, the silence deafening. You can feel their gaze penetrating the very marrow of your bones. You're not alone. You've never been alone. They've been here, watching, waiting. The encounter is petrifying, a chilling testament to the unseen horrors that lurk in the shadows. That feeling of utter helplessness sets in, the crushing realization that there's no escape. A cold sweat trickles down your spine as your heart pounds against your chest like a drum. You want to run, but the house won't let you. The house has a story to tell, a tale of its haunting past. A chilling narrative hidden within its decrepit walls, silent whispers of a time long forgotten, yet forever etched in the annals of the supernatural. Our story takes us back to the era when this house was a beacon of joy and laughter. A family of 6 once resided here, their lives brimming with happiness. But as we know, light can often cast the darkest of shadows. The family's bliss was short-lived as an unexplainable tragedy befell them, forever staining the walls of the house with an eerie pallor. On a cold winter's night, the family was found lifeless, their faces frozen in a terrifying scream. No signs of struggle, no signs of a break-in. Just a haunting silence that echoed their last moments. The authorities were baffled. The cause of death remained a mystery, adding another layer to the enigmatic aura that enveloped the house. In the years that followed, the house stood abandoned, a grim reminder of the terrifying ordeal. But it wasn't just an empty structure, it was a vessel carrying the sorrow and terror of that fateful night. As the wind whistled through the broken windows, it carried with it a chilling hymn of despair, a lullaby of the damned. Many tried to inhabit the house over the years, but none could stay for long. They spoke of eerie whispers, cold spots, and apparitions, the spectral figures of a family trapped in an eternal loop of their last horrifying moments. As the sun sets and the moon claims the sky, the house awakens. The walls bleed with the spectral echoes of its tragic past. The house relives its history every night, a never-ending horror show for the unseen audience. But what if the past is not just history? What if it's waiting, lurking in the shadows, ready to strike? As the dawn breaks, you think the worst is over, but is it? As the sun's rays pierce through the gloom, a chilling truth emerges from the shadows. The silent walls begin to speak, their echoes hinting at a secret more sinister than any ghost. a dread that seeps into the very foundation of the house, etching a tale of horror into the damp, moldy wood, a tale that makes the blood run cold. And then you hear it, the soft whisper in your ear, "You're not alone."